Hey lords and ladies, this is Chris Bolts and I'm coming in with a video on the upcoming improvements that will be coming to Game of Thrones Kingsroad. Now this is all courtesy of the dev note that was just recently launched today, and it looks like there's going to be some really good and exciting stuff that's going to be coming to season 3. Now before I do get into the content, do make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. All that stuff really does help me out here. Now, currently right now in the game of season 2, as I mentioned in a prior video, we have the world levels 1 and 2, and I tried out world level 2 at 150,000 momentum, and my main character is at 158,000. And let's just say that even with 158,000 momentum, this is some challenging content. I tried taking on the boar, and it didn't work out too well. So for right now, since all the rewards when you fight any of these beasts is going to be pretty much the same, I'm just going to fight the easiest one of them all, which is the stag. If you fight that stag, it will take a little much longer, but the pattern recognition is much easier to deal with. It doesn't do as much damage as I thought it would, and so you can easily dodge behind it and do some pretty good damage and get some really good rewards by fighting that. Haven't tried world level 1 as of yet, but level 2 is probably more than enough. I'm going to keep my secondary character, the assassin, at the basic level, so I always have a means to go back and get the tier 5 equipment to help build up my main character for the time being. But overall, I am liking these new improvements. But also, by the way, did you guys realize that some of the graphical improvements is much better? The lighting I have found is actually much better than it was prior to the update. So I'm really appreciative of that update here. But as for now, let's go ahead and cover some of the changes that are going to be coming to season 3. So right here, it says that starting in season 3, Altar of Memories will be receiving the difficulty scaling alongside the world level system. Right now, the Altar of Memories does not scale with the world level. So when you go in there and fight the whatever Altar of Memory you're going to be doing, it's still stuck at the basic difficulty. So with the season 3 update, it's going to be going ahead and increasing at the same time as well. So it says right here, please note that the altar's difficulty won't always align perfectly with the world level, which may or may not be a good thing, because world level 2 is pretty difficult. So I don't know if I would want to go ahead and align that hard that hard spider with world level 2 as of yet, because it's currently at level it says it's level 46, which is probably an equivalent of what you would fight that final boss for the story mode, Edgar Storm. And Edgar Storm, we all know, was a pretty difficult fight to deal with. So that actually, I probably will leave that at basic difficulty for the time being until I get my main character, the sellsword, a little bit stronger. And it says right here, to confirm that for this update, the giant ice spider hard difficulty has been added as the first scaled difficulty. Looking ahead, we plan to introduce more bosses with modified difficulty levels, giving players exciting new challenges to tackle, which is great. That's always good to have a little bit harder content out there so you can get better rewards. So let's go ahead and keep going further. And it says we are currently also preparing a hard mode for the Altar of Lost Memories. Along with it, we are revising the reward structure. So that sounds like a pretty good thing, but it also sounds like it's redundant from up here about it going to be scaling. So I wonder if that's going to be something completely separate from the world scaling. So we'll have to wait and see on that one as well. But here's some really good news that I think is going to be really great for season 3. Something that I actually thought was a bad feature when they actually introduced it back in the when it was still in early access, and that's the Messenger Raven service. In the beginning, to get the Messenger Raven service, you actually had to pay to go ahead and get that service, and that right off the bat, it's one of the most major features that you need to have in this game, because it would suck. It would suck always having to go back to Renan's Rest to go ahead and do any of your updates or crafting or anything like that. So having that Messenger Raven was a must in the beginning, and made for an instant purchase But now for future players, it is going to be available for free. So you don't have to worry about having to buy that service whatsoever. The fast travel system, you can buy something in the beginning as well to make that free. So I'm hoping that that's been taken care of. And it also says the Westeros Welcome Package is also going to be discounted, or rather will be discontinued as well. So if you didn't get that, you should be able to get that. And it says players who have already purchased these features will be refunded the Iron Bank mark spent, which is great because I spent a little bit on that one. I think I paid $3.99 after I purchased the starter pack to go ahead and get those Iron Bank marks so I could buy that Messenger Raven. So I'm glad that that's being refunded. Another one right here, worker stamina is being removed. So that's great. So you will be able to go ahead and assign those workers freely without any kind of restriction. I always like these player first moves, not having to worry about having stamina, so you can just keep on farming those workers out and getting all the materials that you need. I hope in a future update they actually expand the inventory or clean up the inventory such that that flowers and all the herbs that you pick up don't take up any kind of space. Because man, right now I'm always at the precipice of full inventory and I have to constantly keep opening my menu to go to the Raven to sell a lot of stuff, which gets old after a time. So I hope they actually address that in another update. It says right here, no RP costs for first time field content rewards. That is another good one. So when you go out there and beat any of these things, the bandit camps, those wicker trees, I'm not calling them right, the tree of memories, the beasts, any of those, first time beating them, free of charge, which is great. I wish they would actually refund us some stuff on that, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of it's kind of a big ask to do something like that. So I don't expect them to go ahead and do that. And then option to spend RP after clearing field content. It says players will also have the option to choose whether or not to consume RP after clearing field content. You can continue spending RP to receive rewards as the current system, or opt not to consume RP and repeatedly collect regional currency while playing the content, which is great. That's great. So you can actually go in there and do these things and you get the regional currency. That sometimes is more important to players than getting the rewards, because the rewards, as you are going in there and clearing out the content, most of us are not going to go back and do tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3 content. We're going to stay with the most relevant content to our momentum and character levels. So, but at the same time, you still need those regional currencies to get some of the items there. So that's actually a really good benefit as well. And then here's the last one that's going to be made for season 3. Beyond the Wall expedition improvements. Beyond the Wall expeditions will no longer consume tickets for first time players. That's another good one. I appreciate that one, because I hate having to go in there and use my tickets on that and everything. So there's additionally achievements from the previous season will be taken into account, allowing you to skip lower stages and start directly at a difficulty that matches your progress. That's great too. I am absolutely happy with that. I'm glad that type of stuff is going on. So these are some really good pro player moves. So I'm really looking forward to that. What do you guys think about all of these new changes? Jump down in the comments and let me know, and make sure you do like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. All that stuff really helps me out. And this is Chris Bolts Gaming, and I will catch you guys out there in Westeros. Take it easy.